Excited about the lineup. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Man, this is always such a good festival. I'm really excited about Missy Elliott because I've never seen her. I just remember years ago her first song, Super Duper Fly, had a and People sample that was recorded here in Memphis, Tennessee. I Can't Stand the Rain, and she just has such a killer show. I've only seen videos, so I'm real excited about Missy, about Anderson. The Killers is like, the soundtrack to for a generation. Their music was on the radio just constantly, and as well as the local acts. This is literally my favorite festival anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Boo.
love it. I love it.
Kevin.
Kevin, I see that you're joining us on the digital desk. I need you to move your camera sideways before we get to talk to you here. But I want to talk, Boo, while Kevin's moving his camera. Boo, I want to mention and ask you a little bit about this year's lineup. You mentioned that. Tell me about tickets. Tell me about parking, because a lot of people think parking is going to be a little bit of an issue. What do you think?
I'm gonna let Kevin talk about the parking because he's more adept in.
Okay. All right.
Did I
Kevin,
get
what do you
my
got to
camera
say
set
about
right?
parking?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it looks much better, Kevin. Thank you.
absolutely. And thanks for the patience. I'm just trying to connect up.
You
Um,
sound great. So tell us about parking, because I know that sometimes can be an issue for some people that want to go to
well,
a major music festival downtown.
I mean, we've got this year. We've actually enhanced some of the items on the ability to get into the event. We've got a newly optimized north entrance, puts attendees immediately in the heart of the action. We've also got the Butler Street entrance, which is makes it more accessible, as well as the additional Bluff Walk entrance near Vance Avenue. And lastly, we've got Riverside and West Georgia Avenue closed off. So I mean, you're going to deal with your regular challenges of parking downtown, but we've got several entrances to get in, and we think we've enhanced the ability for the patron to get in easily.
Okay, all right. It sounds like you mentioned a bunch of the entrances and the exits. Are we talking about parking areas that downtown where people can park?
There's existing parking downtown currently that we have access to, but no, I think the biggest thing is once if you can find a place to park easily, it's very easy to access the park. I mean, the park's a fabulous place to have an event, and as you know, it's right there on the bluff, and so we did actually open the Butler Street entrance, which has parking around it. Uh, and so the ability to get in the festival should not be a challenge.
All right, good deal. And Boo, back over to you. I want to ask you a little bit more. You mentioned some of the acts you want to see on the stage. What else would you give to someone who is considering whether or not to go to this venue come May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th? What would you say to that person to convince them to go to this year's River Beat?
I would say that this is the most highly curated festival for a festival goer. It's the cleanest festival I've ever seen. There's no trash. There's no debris. Um, we've got a built-in kind of plastic composite floor in front of the stage, so even if it rains, there's no mud. The food is going to be some of the most amazing local food that you can't go to a festival and see Gus's fried chicken and Mim Pops and all these famous local places. So the food is a step above most other festivals. It's far beyond funnel cakes and corn dogs. The experience, there's the iconic Ferris wheel. There's all kind of visual experiences with DJs. This festival was basically created by artists, visual artists, as well as musical artists, and for the artist. So it's really an iconic thing and something for Memphis to be proud of because we've never had a festival like this.
Well, if I could step in too, I mean, we're paying attention to all the details on every level. The production on every level is just out of sight. We've also, I mean, when you look at the lineup, Missy Elliott is just an absolute icon. Uh, the Killers, as Boo mentioned earlier, been around for years, a wonderful rock and roll band. You've got Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals. Then if you go beyond the top of the card, you've got Benson Boone, you've got Cage the Elephant, Krungman, Ludacris, and Public Enemy as well. And so, you know, what we're in the business of doing is trying to create memory, trying to create an experience that fans love. And you know, if you were there last year, it was incredible. It was fabulous, and we've tried to fine tune everything to make sure that the fan experience is fabulous, the worker experience is fabulous, the band experience is fabulous. And so, as Boo mentioned, you've got the Ferris wheel. You've also got fireworks late in the evening. You've got all kinds of different food options. It's family friendly. It's for us. It's a way to give back to the city. I mean, we want to drive tourism. We want the city to benefit from that. And Tom Lee Park has proved to be a venue that is just fabulous to put on an event.
I think I've been every year for maybe the last 10, 12 years. It's always a great time. I love live music, and certainly with the backdrop being the Mississippi River, there's nothing like it. One thing I got to ask, though, Kevin, there was an awful incident that happened last weekend. We've been covering it a lot, violence there. What are you doing when it comes to security, and what can you say to our viewers right now to ensure the safety of all patrons headed to Riverbeat?
Well, it was an awful event. It was, you know, our event's going to be highly. We're partnering at a high level with all the city organizations, including the police department. We had a great event last year. We had zero incidents of crime at any level, and so from a standpoint of the fan being comfortable, we're going to have drones overhead. They're going to be able to view everything. We're going to have police on the ground. We've got our own security group. I believe we've got 3 engaged. And, you know, for us, that's just blocking and tackling. We got to make sure that the event is secure and it's comfortable for the fans and there's not a risk of going downtown. So as much as I hated that event happen, you know, it did happen. And, you know, we're going to do everything we can to mitigate anything like that happening from our event. And frankly, as I said, no incidents last year at all on any level. And we sat down with our partners on the security level as well as the Memphis Police Department. And we said, all right, what other things can we do? And our security team is fully integrated all those different items into this year's festival.
Okay, I appreciate you answering that. Both men, I would love for both of you to weigh in on some final comments before we let you go. Boo, let's start with you.
One thing I'd like to say is that the Riverbeat Festival, it also highlights local talent and it puts local artists on the same big stages as these headliners, and that is such a boost for the morale and just for the exposure of local musicians. And there's never been music festival that does in Memphis that does that in that sort of way. So I think this is the most important live event for Memphis musicians possibly ever, but definitely in the past 20 or 30 years.
And what I would tell you is, you know, we're curating at every level. We're very attentive to make sure that we've got the local acts covered because we think that's important. But we think we've got something for every fan. We think we've got something for, you know, the kids that are 18 to 24 plus the 50 plus active people. The food's going to be fabulous. What I can tell you, if you were there last year, you saw how great an event it was. We're just going to do better this year. We're just going to continue to try and raise the bar, make the event better. We're going to take feedback wherever we can get it because that's important to curate an experience that people will remember long term. So I think it's going to be an event you don't want to miss.
All right, well, gentlemen, we really appreciate you coming on the digital desk to talk about it, and really looking forward to it. Right around the corner there, Riverbeat Music Fest, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, downtown Tom Lee Park. We appreciate your time on the digital desk. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us here on the Action News 5 Digital Desk here on a Wednesday morning, which features a little bit of fog this morning, clouds as well, but mixing in with some sunshine as we go through the course of the day. Temperatures topping out in the upper 70s, lower 80s, a southeasterly wind. 5 to 10 miles per hour. Though we will have a few passing showers, the best chances will tend to be south of the I-40 corridor here today. More chances for rain and storms on the way as we head through the latter portion of this work week and into the upcoming weekend. Take a look at it with our next couple of days. You see the chances for rain on the stair step upward through Thursday and Friday. The weekend, not terrible, but still a chance both Saturday and Sunday for a little bit of rain. And the coverage goes down as a big ridge of high pressure stoutly moves into the area for early next week. That is going to push the temperatures up in a big way. You'll see that here in the extended forecast. Here's a look at our first alert futurecast. And again, this morning, a few passing showers, a possibility amid the clouds, amid the fog banks. Notice as we get towards the latter half of the morning into the early afternoon hours, a batch of scattered downpours. A few could be heavy, moving across north Mississippi into southwestern portions of Tennessee. I don't think it's going to be widespread. We'll put the rain chances across North Mississippi around 30% or so, up to 40% in a few instances. Other locations, 20-30% opportunities for a few showers. The farther north that you go, up towards Pemiscot, Lake Obion, Dyer County here today, you're probably going to stay dry as we go through the course of the day ahead. Most of the shower and storm opportunities that are able to bubble up here today probably fall apart pretty quickly before sunset. And then we do the whole process over again tomorrow, but more in the tradition of what we would normally see during the summer months. You're going to see the peak heating coming up. We'll start off with some clouds and fog, giving way to some sunshine breaks. Through the afternoon hours, you'll start to see more scattered activity of showers and storms lifting from southwest to north and east, and that will come by way of that boundary lifting northward. Do the whole process over again as the showers and storms fade away after sunset. Get ready for another wave of rain and storms to emerge as we head through the afternoon and evening hours of Friday. One wave moves in during the mid-morning hours. The next one comes in during the afternoon and early evening hours before exiting and getting to a point to where Friday evening we could be a little bit on the clearer side, but we have another boundary dropping southward. Could kick up a few showers for a few folks as we head through Saturday and Sunday. So again, we're not completely out of the woods for the upcoming weekend with some opportunities for some rain both on Saturday and Sunday, but will it be a washout? I do not believe that will be the case. But if you've got outdoor plans, which there are several things that are happening outdoors, probably want to keep an eye to the sky and keep an eye to the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. Look at our First Alert Futurecast. This is Friday afternoon and evening. Again, that frontal boundary just kind of wavering around, keeping the weather a bit uncertain. Saturday morning should be on a drier note for most, though there could be a few showers. My friends who are running the 5-10K down at Double Decker on Saturday morning, could be a few showers that morning. A little better chance during the afternoon hours, but still not an overwhelming opportunity. I don't think it's going to be constantly raining through your Saturday nor Sunday for that matter, but there could be a few downpour opportunities on the way during that time frame. As I mentioned, stay up to date with us on the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. You can download it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Interactive radar, hour-by-hour forecasts and severe weather alerts. Hopefully we don't have to tangle with that, but you know, this is that time of the year that we could get these storms that flare up, and given enough instability instability. You could get a thunderstorm that gets a little bit more active, could have some gusty winds, frequent lightning, and torrential rain to come along with it as well. Taking to Friday, the beginning of the Double-Decker Arts Festival in Oxford, Mississippi. I think the chances for rain a little more elevated during the early evening hours, tapering off as we head through the evening. So there could be rain to contend with early on your Friday afternoon and early evening hours. Temperatures easing down to the mid-60s by 10 o'clock, and the rain chances will ease down as well. The Hot Wing Festival, that's happening in downtown Memphis. World Wing Festival. Of course, the championships. Go out there and enjoy some hot wings here on your Saturday. Clouds, a couple of showers still possible, okay? Some sun peaks by the afternoon hours, temperatures in the middle and upper 70s. I think we'll top out close to 80. Go into Sunday as we head into your Raging Cajun Crawfish Fest, another big event happening also on Sunday, also downtown. Variably cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Still a chance for a few showers and rumbles of thunder, but I don't think it's going to be a washout. Again, keep an eye to the sky, though. Temperatures in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. As a warm front lifts northward, look what happens to the temperatures. Monday, Tuesday, big surge of warm air comes in here, middle and upper 80s, both on Monday and Tuesday. Another system hot on its heels brings us chances for rain and storms during the afternoon and evening hours of Wednesday into Thursday. That will ease us into the first couple of days of May, and hopefully, you see Friday there, that's the beginning of River Beat. That will happen Friday afternoon, and hopefully the weather will be quiet, dry through the weekend. But we're going to keep an eye to the sky again because there's still a little murkiness in the forecast in the extended range. We're going to keep an eye on things, of course, keep you abreast of any changes. But in the meantime, be prepared. Keep the umbrellas nearby, especially as we head towards Thursday and Friday. A few showers and storms this weekend. Very warm Monday and Tuesday before another round of rain and storms rolls in here by the mid portion of next week.
So, Kathy, it should be in the app. If you go to the app and you look for the microphone icon, hit that microphone icon, and we should be able to hear you. Okay? I'm going to take another interview, and while we figure this out, but it should be in the app because we got you, we see you, everything's good. We just need to hear you, and it's something that you should be able to see. All right, good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 Digital Desk. I'm sure you are very well familiar with this friendly face. We are talking about the celebrity Peabody Hotel Duckmaster, Keenan Walker. He's got one of the most unique jobs in all of the country, and he is delighting fans from all over the world right here in Memphis at the South's Grand Hotel, the Peabody Hotel. Well, guess what? Keenan is quite the actor these days, and he is starring in a movie that was filmed in Memphis. To talk about that and much, much more, he is joining us on the Action News 5 Digital Desk. Keenan, how are you this morning?
Man, I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you being on. So tell us, first off, about being a Duckmaster. You've been a Duckmaster now for several years. How's that going? And how did this opportunity come about for you to be in this movie that was filmed in Memphis? Tell us about that as well.
Well, I've been an actor since I was 13. I've been acting in Memphis since 2000 actually since 1999. So I've been an actor for quite a while. But then I was an actor who was blessed to become the Peabody Duckmaster. So I guess it's safe to say I'm an actor of one of the most unique jobs in the world. But my acting never stopped. But more doors opened after becoming Duckmaster. So a few years ago, I crossed paths with a director named Jerron Lockridge, who is stationed out of Jackson, Tennessee. And I continued to do work with him, and this work just continued to grow and grow. And this is my fifth project with him. And he wrote this film with me in mind. So I was blessed with that opportunity. And now it comes out May 6th, Betray Thirst, romance thriller that I think is really going to blow people's minds.
Well, we have a little snippet here that we're showing our audience. And again, as you mentioned, the new film is called Betray Thirst with director Jerron Lockridge. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Jerron Lockridge, he has a number of movies that he's done. One called The Sticks, another one called Cubic Zirconia, which I'm always in, which I'm in as well. But he created an anthology series called Betray. And the first movie, Betray, is already out. It came out last year. That's available on all streaming platforms. And they're movies that have to do with betrayal in relationships. You know what I mean? So the first Betray had to do with a wife who became bored with her relationship and decided to step outside of that relationship and the dynamics that happen around that. This one is the second installment in the Betray anthology. It's called Betray Thirst. And I star as a lawyer named Jamal Wiggins, who is a happily married man who owns a law practice with his best friend. And things in his relationship have seemed to have fizzled. But he is a loving husband. But one day, a client crosses his path, named Jada, who's played brilliantly by an awesome actor named Bree Hassan. And she was seeking compensation for her husband, who was injured in a firefighting accident. And the husband is kind of abusive. And Jamal seems to be the only person who shows concern for her well-being. So as he continues to have a concern for her well-being, a bond is made, and then from that point, let us have to watch and see what happens.
I gotcha. So how is this series? You mentioned this is an installment of a series that's already out. How has it been received so far, and what do you expect when this one comes out next month?
Well, we had the red carpet premiere at the Malco Studio on the Square on April 17th. And it was received amazingly. I mean, the crowd loved it. The reviews on IMDb have all been 10 so far. I mean, I think this is a conversation piece. And this is a perfect movie to watch with your spouse, your significant others. It's a perfect movie to watch with friends, female friends, male friends, because I think it's going to leave people in a place where after they see this story, they'll wonder, okay, who was right? Who was wrong? Who should have done something differently? How could this have been changed? And that's the whole purpose behind the Betray series, is to start a conversation, not necessarily to point blame or to villainize anybody, but to put you in a position where you ask yourself, what would you do if you were in this situation? Realistically, what would you have done? And I think Jerron just perfectly captured the essence of that in not only the first Betray, but also in this one. I think when people get done watching this, one, they'll be entertained because it's, like I said, it's a romance thriller, but it's got comedic elements as well. Now, Everett Anderson, who plays Darren, who is Jamal's business partner in the law firm, he is hilarious in the movie. So the film has comic relief, but also dramatic elements, and then some thrilling elements too. But when it's over, I think that people will still be talking about it, and it'll definitely engage in a conversation. It'll kind of spark a conversation of what would you do if you were in that same situation.
So let me ask you this. Are there other local talent actors in there as well? And do we see places in Memphis that we might find familiar?
Well, yes, there is some other local talent. Jay Johnson, who is an accomplished actor in the city in theater and in film. She plays my wife. Bree Hassan, who I mentioned, plays Jada. Everett Anderson, who you may have seen in The Sticks and a few other projects. He's in the film as well. But this movie was filmed in Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, and Bolivar, Tennessee. So the Cigar the cigar bar down in Midtown. I mean, you will see that in the film, but the film was filmed in multiple locations. So you'll see, Nashville, you'll see Jackson, you'll see Memphis. So we hit the road with this film, but I think people will be blown away by what they see.
Excellent, Keenan. Final thing, how can people check it out when it comes out?
The film will officially be out May 6th on Amazon Prime, on Apple TV, on Plex, and then on other streaming film sites. It'll be available to rent or to buy. And again, I think people are going to have a great time with this. It's definitely it's an adult thriller. I mean, so it's not the Peabody Duck Master in the movie. I don't want people to get it mistaken that this is the Duck Master playing, the Duck Master in the movie. This is Keenan Walker, the actor, who is the Peabody Duck Master, but playing Jamal Wiggins. So it's two totally separate things. But I think, once we put the kids to bed, the adults are going to have a good time with this one. But it's very tasty.
All right.
You know what I mean? So it's a good time.
All right, Keenan Walker on the digital desk talking about all the things he's involved with, including a new film set to debut in Memphis and across the Mid-South. We appreciate your time, Keenan, on the digital desk. Congratulations on all the success you've had, both as a duck master, as an actor, and beyond. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Kathy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So listen, we're 50 seconds
sorry.
out. That's okay. We got you. Better late than never.
Oh my
You
gosh.
sound good. Thank goodness for that. All right. We're
Praise God.
tilt your camera down just a smidge. Okay.
that good?
We're good. Yeah. We'll see you in 30 seconds, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna shut this door.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 digital desk. I want to show you this. This is the sights and certainly lots of sounds of the Memphis Greek Festival headed our way May 9th and 10th from 11 until 8 both days. It's going to be on the Greek island on Highland and Sam Cooper in Memphis. Joining me now to talk more about the Greek Festival is Kathy Zambellis. And Kathy, it's always great to talk about the Memphis Greek Festival, and it seems like it's getting bigger and better each year. Tell me about it. Good morning.
Well, first of all, oppa! Just one of the many things that we'll be having available for the Memphis Greek Festival. It is our 66th year this year. We're so excited, and it is getting bigger and better. Our crowds are just amazing, and we are so excited to be able to provide a little bit of our faith, our culture, our heritage. And you're right, it's right there on the island on Highland, 573 North Highland. We will have free shuttles from Poplar Plaza Shopping Center and as well as Life Church. Please take the shuttles because it's very limited on where you can park during that area. It interrupts you off right there at the front gate. Bring 3 canned goods. It'll get you in free, and that goes to the Mid-South Food Bank. So we're helping the people of the Mid-South, and you're going to be having a great time. We have live music, Greek dancers, the church tours, sorry, and also just so much food and happiness. The Greeks embrace people, as we both know, being Greek, and we just love this time of the year. It's so much fun.
So tell us about what we're seeing here. This is some of the dancers there,
These
the
are
Athenian dance
Athenian
troupe.
dance troops, and then they'll perform on Friday, and then again on Saturday we'll have live music that goes with that as well. And then on Friday night, I believe it's around 5:30, we'll have free dance lessons as well. Inside the church, we want you to go in our church. It's absolutely beautiful. Father Simon will lead our church tours, and then inside our fellowship hall, we have the main meal, which you can get if you'd like to online. If you go to memphisgreekfestival.com, you can buy tickets in advance and find out about everything. And don't forget, we have a drive-through, and everything's available there as well with our meals, some of the desserts. We'll have Greek pizza. We'll have the biftekia, which is like a gyro, with the tzatziki sauce. And you know what? If you don't know where we are, roll your window down, go down Highland, and you will smell all of the delicious food being being cooked and be ready to go. Our lady's been working so hard on all of the pastries, and gosh, they're delicious. The baklava cheesecake to our meals that we have prepared, as well as our pastry. If you don't have a gift from mom, come to the festival. We have tons of great gifts available. We have a Greek boutique. We have so many things ready to go for you.
Yes, and some of those pastries, I mean, the recipes go back decades, and
Yes.
sometimes 100 years there. And the ladies, the yayas, the grandmothers have been working on this feverishly leading up
Yes.
to the festival.
Yes, we'll have our cookbook. It's Greek to Me available as well. And what's so special for us is we are continuing our wonderful traditions that our mothers, our yayas, our grandmothers that you said, and our men too, because they're involved just as much as the ladies are. And these recipes are so authentic and so delicious. And if you don't know what you want, we have a pre-packed sweets ready to go. So get a little bit of everything while you're doing that as well.
No question about it. Okay, so we have the dancing, we have the music, we have the food, we got the church tours, we got the bookstore, Greek dancing lessons. What
Yes,
else can
and
we
also
talk
we have a
about?
little family area, the kids zone. So you know what? A lot of people come to through the drive-through on Friday because they're working, and then on Saturday they come back and they bring the whole family, and you can literally spend the whole day there and just have an absolutely fabulous time. And we'll let you be Greek for 2 days, and we think that it's a lot of fun. And a lot of people go to the church tours, and they end up joining our church because they love our Greek Orthodox faith, which is the mother church. So come and learn about that. That's what's most important to us as well.
Is there going to be Greek beer? Some years it goes so quickly, and
It
it's so
goes
tasty.
fast.
It
It goes
does.
fast. I know. Talking for yourself, I'm sure, but it does go super fast, and we really want people to come early because a lot of their sweets, especially the baklava, even though we make extra, that goes very fast because it's really one of the most popular. I personally like the baklava cheesecake. I think it's absolutely delicious. I mean, baklava and cheesecake you put together, and man, boom, it's wonderful.
And it's important for people to know that there is a cover charge, but you can get in for free with 3 cans, and that goes
Yes.
to the Mid-South Food Bank.
It does, and we are one of the best ones of the events that helps the Mid-South Food Bank. So know when you're coming, you're doing something not just for yourself to enjoy, but you're helping the Memphis community. I mean, it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned.
Excellent. Okay, Kathy Zambellis on the Action News 5 digital desk talking about the Memphis Greek Festival, May 9th and 10th from 11 until 8. Kathy, always appreciate talking to you. Looking forward to
Yes,
seeing you
we'll see you on
once
the
again
dance
on
floor
the Greek
too,
Island.
Andrew.
Yes, Greek Island on Highland. Thank you.
Yes. Opa.
Opa. We'll see you later. Thank you, Kathy. Another live look from our High Five camera downtown Memphis. A comfortable 70 degrees on this Wednesday morning. Let's talk about your forecast in 1 minute. Good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 digital desk. Well, we got some legends that are coming to the Mid-South. We are talking about iconic Motown legends, the Commodores, coming to the Heindel Center in Senatobia this Saturday night, April 26th. And I'm joined on the Action News 5 digital desk by William King, a founding member of the Commodores, joining us now to talk about the big show set to take place Saturday night. So, William, good morning to you.
Well, good
Tell me
morning
what
to you.
Tell me, have you been in Memphis and the Mid-South recently? Tell us where you've been if you've been in our area before.
Of course, I've been there many times, but I'm coming in now from Florida. And, we just finished doing the West Coast, all up in Sacramento area, LA area, up in that area. And now we're doing the Midwest, and so, Memphis is right in that path. So it's good to get back there and see everybody again.
Fantastic. Okay, so my understanding is you play the trumpet, the guitar, the flute, the synthesizer, and you're one of the founding members. Is that all? Is that all correct? What did I miss?
Well, not the flute, but look, I probably could have years ago, but times have changed. The body is not the same. And so it takes a little bit more wind. But look, I still have a great time on stage. We started back in 1968 at Tuskegee, in Tuskegee, Alabama. It's been a lot of good years. And, I don't know how many stages I've been on since that time period, but it's been probably hundreds of thousands, it seems. So, but again, I have the best time when I'm on the stage. And I have great people around me, and I'm looking forward to it.
So 57 years ago, you found this band that is still going to this day in 2025. Did you ever think back in 1968 what you would be doing in 2025, touring around all over the country?
You know what? We were so young. I mean, we were like 18, 19 years old, something like that. We were just doing it. We just wanted to play music and meet girls. That was it. And, it just blossomed because I think we were having such a good time. We were enjoying each other. Look, we had nothing. We didn't even have transportation. We had to borrow people's cars and trucks and vans and things to go out on the road with. But, it was a lot of work, but it was fun work, if you know what I mean. And, even now, today, like I said, I have such good people around me. And, two of the young men that are in the group with me today are the sons. We call them Commodore babies because they are. They're the sons of Walter Clyde Orange, the guy who sings the original Brick House. They're his sons, and they're in the band now, and they are incredible singers and dancers and guitar players, keyboard players, drummers. These kids are unbelievable. So, again, it's the second generation of Commodores, and I love the fact that they are our children.
I love it too, and I love the music coming from the Commodores. We're talking about 60 million albums sold, amazing songs, Easy, 3 Times a Lady, Brick House, as you mentioned, Machine Gun. Tell me, is there a song that you like specifically that maybe, I don't know, maybe the crowd really gets pumped up for, or maybe it's one that's not as common as some of the others?
The songs that came out of the Commodores, kind of like our babies, you know what I mean? I guess for me, it's the one that's making the most money that year. No, I'm just kidding. Probably Brick House. But then there's Lady, You Bring Me Up, 3 Times a Lady, Still Easy, Close to You, Night Shift, Sweet Love. The list just goes on and on and on and on. I can't really think of all of them right now, but one, probably not. It's just too many of them. It's like trying to choose your favorite child sometimes from the letter that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. So you're going to be in Senatobia, Mississippi, April 26th. It's Saturday night, 7:30. You've been touring on the West Coast. You're coming to the Mid-South. What can the fans and everyone in attendance expect?
Well, they can expect a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a lot of beautiful, beautiful music. I think the music just speaks for itself. And these guys and I, we just sing all night. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's hard to stop. So I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, they better come ready to dance. You know what? Bring your dancing shoes or just pull your shoes that you have off and just come on out there in bare feet, okay? Because especially when we get to Brick House, right? Because we invite all of the ladies, all of the brick houses in the house. Anybody who thinks that she's a brick house should come down front and just let herself go. Okay? And we're looking forward to that.
Founding member of the Commodores, William King. The Commodores coming to Senatobia, April 26th at 7:30. William, so appreciate you joining us on the digital desk. Congratulations on an amazing career. And thank you so much for talking with us before the big show coming up on Saturday night. We appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. So everybody come on out.
All right, Andrew Douglas back here in the Action News 5 digital desk. I want to show you this. Sierra Hull is performing at Minglewood Hall in Memphis, April 23rd. Two-time Grammy-nominated artist and songwriter. And guess what? She is joining us right now on the Action News 5 digital desk. Sierra, nice to have you with us. I see you got an
great to be with
instrument.
you.
Yeah, I see you have an instrument in your hand. First off, tell us a little bit about yourself and what the fans can expect when they come to your show April 23rd. Good morning.
Yeah, well, good morning. I'm so excited to get to come to Memphis. This will only be the second time I've ever actually got to play in Memphis, despite being a Tennessee girl. I grew up in the northern middle part of the state in Byrdstown, Tennessee, and have called Nashville home for a long time. Grew up playing a lot of bluegrass music, hence the mandolin. But yeah, I have a new record, A Tiptoe High Wire, that just came out last month, and so excited to be stopping through Memphis to share a lot of the music off this new record.
I love it. I love it. So, so you grew up, I think it's outside of, is it Clarksville? I think that's kind of where people would know.
It's not too far from Cookeville, so like an hour
Cookeville,
north
that's
of
right.
Cookeville, if you know where that is. Yep.
Gotcha, gotcha. Excellent, excellent. So, so tell me about some of the experiences. I understand you've played with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan. You played at the Grand Ole Opry, Carnegie. I mean, just kind of give us an update on what it's been like to have this kind of career and a little bit of insight on your journey.
Yeah, well, it's like I got started so young at like 8 years old, signed with Rounder Records when I was about 13, and have been, making records my entire career. This new record is my first independent release, which is kind of exciting. So it definitely feels like a new chapter. So we're touring all of April, sharing a lot of music off that. And then, of course, you mentioned Willie and Bob. We're actually doing a tour all throughout next month with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and Billy Strings called the Outlaw Tour, which will take us all over the West Coast. So yeah, it's just exciting to be out here. This is all I've ever wanted to do. So to be able to play music as a singer, songwriter, instrumentalist, somebody that grew up rooted in bluegrass, but also, I just love good music. So I find that I'm influenced by all different styles, whether it's playing my own stuff or collaborating with other people. I just absolutely love making music and so thrilled to be on this journey.
I love it. I love it. So, so you got a little instrument there. We'd love to hear just a little bit.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure.
Excellent, excellent. You know, the Zoom interview isn't the most acoustic, but I can tell
Mom
you,
was like, no, no.
it's going in and out because it's Zoom, and it never cooperates. But but listen, Sierra, we really appreciate you coming on. Anything you want to say to the Memphis folks, people in North Mississippi, Eastern Arkansas, West Tennessee, who may be watching and discovering you for the very first time and are interested in coming to Minglewood Hall April 23rd?
Well, this will be the first time I've got to come to Minglewood Hall. I think, again, Memphis being such a amazing, part of our state and the history of music from Tennessee that Memphis brings. As a fellow Tennessean, I'm honored to get to come play there. And, like I said, it'll only be the second time I've actually played there, but I love Memphis. Definitely gonna have me some good barbecue and just can't wait. Yeah, so come on out. We're thrilled to get to come back to Memphis.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're thrilled to have you, Sierra Hall, performing at Minglewood Hall April 23rd. Congratulations on all your success and this new journey with this new album and all these different dates that you have on this new concert tour. Thank you so much for coming on the Digital Desk, and we look forward to seeing you in just a few days. Good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 Digital Desk. I wanted to show you a new event that's coming to the town of Collierville. We're talking about Collierville's Americana Showcase. This is happening April 25th and 26th at Collierville's historic town square. All kinds of live music, food, spirit in the Sounds Like Collierville Americana Showcase. Joining me now to talk about this, Ashley Carver. She is tourism director for the town. Ashley, good morning to you. So tell me about this. This is the first of its kind, right? The inaugural festival, the Americana Showcase. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me about it.
Yep. So this is a free, family-friendly music event taking place on Town Square next Friday and Saturday. We're bringing in great musicians from Nashville, but also Memphis-based artists who will be, exploring bluegrass music and Americana music on Collierville Town Square.
Okay, so give me the idea behind this festival, because I know this is the first ever festival like this in Collierville. Give me the ideas behind it.
Yeah, so we really wanted to showcase the incredible music tradition that we have on Town Square. Music is what makes Town Square the heart of our community. At the turn of the 20th century, W.C. Handy was coming out and playing Memphis blues on our square. In June and July, we have the summer concert series. And on Friday nights, April to October, anyone can experience this bluegrass jam on Town Square. We have one of the longest running jams in the region. We have artists coming from Jackson, Tennessee, North Mississippi, even students from Midtown coming out to jam. And so we really wanted to highlight the incredible music tradition and history that we have on our Town Square.
That's fantastic. So, so tell me about some of the other offerings. So you have this great set of musicians that are coming, live music there at the Bluegrass on the Town Square there, Americana Showcase. What else we got? We got food. What else?
Yep. In addition to great music, we've got 9 restaurants in and around Town Square, and we're bringing in some extra food trucks. And, if that's not your thing, it's also the town-wide sidewalk sale. So our merchants will all have great deals. And what better way to shop and eat with the backdrop of this, nostalgic, beautiful, quaint town square. So you can bring your favorite takeout or get something on Town Square, bring something from home. Bring a blanket and experience the great vibes that, I know well, that you can experience on Town Square.
Yes, absolutely. Very quaint, very historic, something that is family friendly, which that's what this is. How many people are you expecting to come out April 25th and 26th?
Like you said, this is the first of its kind. We usually have several thousand folks on Town Square on any given Saturday, but there's been a lot of buzz around this, and I think the community is really getting behind it. So I hope we see a great crowd. And remember, this is a rain or shine event. So we're watching the forecast. We hope we can be outside, but we do have backup plans. The Morton Museum of Collierville History is just steps away from Town Square. So we'll move inside if we need to, but the music will go on regardless.
Right, and once again, it's a free event and lots of music, lots of food, and that spring sale that's happening on the sidewalks there. Anything else we can touch on? Perhaps if someone wants to learn more about this event, is there a place online where they can get some information, Ashley?
Absolutely. You can follow Town of Collierville's social media, and we have a webpage dedicated to this event, colliervilletn.gov/soundslike. So any rain changes and all the events and bands that we're featuring, you can find on our webpage. And I will say that, Americana music, it's this great blend of rock and country and storytelling. So it's based in nostalgia and tradition, but it's for today. And so all these songs will be very accessible. You will know them. There's covers by Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash. So it's going to be great for the entire family and kind of soak up those awesome vibes that you get on Collierville Town Square.
I love that, and of course that kind of music certainly embedded in our culture here in Memphis, Tennessee, and across the Mid-South. Ashley Carver, thank you so much for joining us, and really look forward to this event. It sounds like a great event. Good luck on it, and we appreciate you coming on the Digital Desk to tell us about it. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 Digital Desk. There is a cool party that is happening May 2nd. It is the Troll Garden Party for ages 21 and up at Memphis Botanic Garden. Joining me now to talk about it, Carly Zamora. She is the Adult Education Coordinator at Memphis Botanic Garden, in front of one of those big trolls. You think of trolls, you think of these small little things, but they are huge and they are everywhere at Memphis Botanic Garden, aren't they, Carly? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I'm so happy to join you all this morning. Yes, we are in front of one of our trolls. I decided we should maybe get a sneak peek at what this party is all about. So this troll that we're currently in front of, her name is Rosa. Rosa is our upcycling troll. So as you can see from her really cute card that she has completely ripped out the inside and put a bunch of flowers and plants. And that's one of the things that you'll be able to see at our garden party. We have 6 trolls in total, so we're excited for everyone to see all 6 of them.
So, Carly, can you explain again to our audience about the idea and the purpose behind these trolls? It's about environmental consciousness and sustainability. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So our 6 trolls have traveled all this way to be in Memphis with us because they are part of what's known as the Save the Humans Initiative. So the Save the Humans Initiative, like you said, is all about sustainability, your environmental impact, and kind of taking a look at where we as individuals, as humans, kind of play on this planet and how we are tied in with every other portion of life. So where Rosa is talking about taking old materials and recycling or upcycling them, putting plants in them, kind of giving them new life, we have one troll who's all about recycling. We have another troll that's all about relaxation and meditation. So to me, being outside in nature is a different kind of journey for each individual. It's going to look different for everybody. So we've got kind of 6 different trolls showing what 6 different portions of that could be.
I love it. I love it. Great. So this is going to be around until next month. Is that right? And then you got a party going on. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So our trolls are going to be here in Memphis until May 21st. On May 2nd, we have our troll garden party from 6:30 to 8:30. This is a really fun 21 plus event. It's a great time to come out and see the trolls in a very relaxed, fun environment. We'll have a few different food trucks on site. We'll have Good Groceries, Poke Paradise, and Salt Cured Blues. Plus, your ticket gets you 3 free drink tickets that's included in that price. That price is going to be $25 for members, $35 for yet to be members. So it's a good bundle. Plus, we'll have some little surprises hidden throughout, maybe some different crafts, activities. Maybe you can take your own plant home. We'll have a little station doing that.
Fantastic. Okay. Anything else we can touch on with regards to the big party at Memphis Botanic Garden, the trolls? It looks like it's a beautiful day. We've had several beautiful days in a row, haven't we?
I know we've been so lucky since the past rains and everything's been going on. It has been gorgeous outside. We're obviously going to encourage you to come anytime you can. But if you're watching and maybe this kind of party isn't your thing, we also have Troll Fest on May 3rd. It was moved from its rain date in April. It is now May 3rd, and that is a completely family friendly event. For Troll Fest, like I said, that's going to be May 3rd from 10 to 4. That is where we're going to have a lot of different crafts dealers, art dealers. We'll have different community partners that are coming out to the trolls and talking at tables. So it'll be an additional way if you don't want to just come out and kind of relax, if you want to come out and have some fun with your family, your kids, that's a great event as well we have.
Awesome. Okay. Carly Zamora, we appreciate you and everybody at Memphis Botanic Garden for being a part of one of the great gems of Memphis and the Mid-South. Thank you so much for coming on the digital desk as always. We appreciate it. Good morning. Welcome back to the Action News 5 Digital Desk. We love live music in Memphis and the Mid-South. It really is embedded in our culture here. Certainly we talk about it a lot on the Action News 5 Digital Desk. Well, this morning we are talking about GPAC, the Germantown Performing Arts Center, and its spring lineup in the Grove. Joining me now to talk more about that, we have Emily Heffley on the Action News 5 Digital Desk. She is the program director. Emily, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. So tell us about the spring season. I hear it's going to be great. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we are really, really excited to get back outside and listen to live music again. We have an outdoor venue. It's called The Grove at GPAC. And we are kicking off our concerts in the Grove a week from today, April 17th.
That's wonderful. I love it. I've been to those concerts before. It's a great atmosphere, a lot of families, a lot of food trucks. I mean, it's just you can't beat it. I mean, it's really, really nice. Tell us some of the highlights this season.
Yeah, we're going to start with Serena Wages next week. If you've never seen her, she is an incredible, soulful singer based out of Memphis, Tennessee. We've had her before, so she's going to kick it off next week. I really try to program a variety of voices and genres of music. So we've kind of got everything from, orchestral music to pop music to we've even got tropical fusion Latin band, all sorts of things that are going to get you up, moving and grooving and just really enjoying time with your family.
Okay, and so this is something that's taking place every Thursday evening, free to the public, right?
Well, actually, it's a small charge, but it's $9 for adults, and children are free. You can bring your own chairs, you can bring your own picnics. We will also have food trucks, and we also have a really nice plaza bar that you can purchase items if you don't bring them with you. But it's really affordable for the family. Again, you have lots of space to spread out. The concerts start at 6:30 and they end about 8 o'clock, so it's a nice time for people. Yeah, we really love it. It's such a beautiful, beautiful space if you've never been to it.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Tell us about some of the festivals you got upcoming there too.
Yeah, we're really excited. We've got two sort of food forward festivals. The city of Germantown has a wonderful lemonade stand project where they get all of the community and neighborhoods to participate. So children get out with their lemonade stands. And then we're going to sort of culminate at our venue with a Great Squeeze Lemonade Festival featuring the band Almost Famous and Josh Threlkeld. So that's kind of a way for everybody to get together after that day and celebrate. And then in June, we're going to have Fried Chicken Festival. Now, we know in Memphis we love fried chicken. And so we're going to have some great vendors out there, music. We're actually going to have some games, some face painters. It's a lot of fun for the whole family.
We're showing some pictures right now of some of the festival goers from years past, and that's the lineup that you were talking about there. I guess it runs all the way from April till the end of June. Anything else we can touch on, Emily, before we let you go?
Yeah, we also have a free event actually on Fridays that will kick off in mid-May called Happy Fridays. And that is just a really relaxed environment with some really chill music on our plaza. So again, we're going to be busy Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays with festivals.
And let's talk about ways that people can see this lineup, see the various events that are happening at GPAC, especially at the Grove there.
Yeah, I always say check our social media. You know, if you follow Instagram, Facebook, we're going to really update you with a lot of things in that way. We also have a website. You can find everything there as well. gpacweb.com.
Okay, gpacweb.com. Emily Heffley, GPAC's programming director. We appreciate you coming on the digital desk and look forward to more time spent outside enjoying all that live music you have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here on the Action News 5 digital desk here on a Wednesday morning, which features a little bit of fog this morning, clouds as well, but mixing in with some sunshine as we go through the course of the day. Temperatures topping out in the upper 70s, lower 80s, a southeasterly wind. 5 to 10 miles per hour. Though we will have a few passing showers, the best chances will tend to be south of the I-40 corridor here today. More chances for rain and storms on the way as we head through the latter portion of this work week and into the upcoming weekend. Take a look at it with our next couple of days. You see the chances for rain on the stair step upward through Thursday and Friday. The weekend, not terrible, but still a chance both Saturday and Sunday for a little bit of rain. And the coverage goes down as a big ridge of high pressure stoutly moves into the area for early next week. That is going to push the temperatures up in a big way. You'll see that here in the extended forecast. Here's a look at our first alert futurecast. And again, this morning, a few passing showers, a possibility amid the clouds, amid the fog banks. Notice as we get towards the latter half of the morning into the early afternoon hours, a batch of scattered downpours. A few could be heavy, moving across north Mississippi into southwestern portions of Tennessee. I don't think it's going to be widespread. We'll put the rain chances across North Mississippi around 30% or so, up to 40% in a few instances. Other locations, 20-30% opportunities for a few showers. The farther north that you go, up towards Pemiscot, Lake Obion, Dyer County here today, you're probably going to stay dry as we go through the course of the day ahead. Most of the shower and storm opportunities that are able to bubble up here today probably fall apart pretty quickly before sunset. And then we do the whole process over again tomorrow, but more in the tradition of what we would normally see during the summer months. You're going to see the peak heating coming up. We'll start off with some clouds and fog, giving way to some sunshine breaks. Through the afternoon hours, you'll start to see more scattered activity of showers and storms lifting from southwest to north and east, and that will come by way of that boundary lifting northward. Do the whole process over again as the showers and storms fade away after sunset. Get ready for another wave of rain and storms to emerge as we head through the afternoon and evening hours of Friday. One wave moves in during the mid-morning hours. The next one comes in during the afternoon and early evening hours before exiting and getting to a point to where Friday evening we could be a little bit on the clearer side, but we have another boundary dropping southward. Could kick up a few showers for a few folks as we head through Saturday and Sunday. So again, we're not completely out of the woods for the upcoming weekend with some opportunities for some rain both on Saturday and Sunday, but will it be a washout? I do not believe that will be the case. But if you've got outdoor plans, which there are several things that are happening outdoors, probably want to keep an eye to the sky and keep an eye to the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. Look at our First Alert Futurecast. This is Friday afternoon and evening. Again, that frontal boundary just kind of wavering around, keeping the weather a bit uncertain. Saturday morning should be on a drier note for most, though there could be a few showers. My friends who are running the 5-10K down at Double Decker on Saturday morning, could be a few showers that morning. A little better chance during the afternoon hours, but still not an overwhelming opportunity. I don't think it's going to be constantly raining through your Saturday nor Sunday for that matter, but there could be a few downpour opportunities on the way during that time frame. As I mentioned, stay up to date with us on the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. You can download it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Interactive radar, hour-by-hour forecasts and severe weather alerts. Hopefully we don't have to tangle with that, but you know, this is that time of the year that we could get these storms that flare up, and given enough instability, you could get a thunderstorm that gets a little bit more active, could have some gusty winds, frequent lightning, and torrential rain to come along with it as well. Taking to Friday, the beginning of the Double-Decker Arts Festival in Oxford, Mississippi. I think the chances for rain a little more elevated during the early evening hours, tapering off as we head through the evening, so there could be rain to contend with early on your Friday afternoon and early evening hours. Temperatures easing down to the mid-60s by 10 o'clock, and the rain chances will ease down as well. The Hot Wing Festival, that's happening in downtown Memphis. World Wing Festival. Of course, the championships. Go out there and enjoy some hot wings here on your Saturday. Clouds, a couple of showers still possible, okay? Some sun peaks by the afternoon hours, temperatures in the middle and upper 70s. I think we'll top out close to 80. Go into Sunday as we head into your Raging Cajun Crawfish Fest, another big event happening also on Sunday, also downtown. Variably cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Still a chance for a few showers and rumbles of thunder, but I don't think it's going to be a washout. Again, keep an eye to the sky, though. Temperatures in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. As a warm front lifts northward, look what happens to the temperatures. Monday, Tuesday, big surge of warm air comes in here, middle and upper 80s, both on Monday and Tuesday. Another system hot on its heels brings us chances for rain and storms during the afternoon and evening hours of Wednesday into Thursday. That will ease us into the first couple of days of May, and hopefully, you see Friday there, that's the beginning of River Beat. That will happen Friday afternoon, and hopefully the weather will be quiet, dry through the weekend. But we got to keep an eye to the sky again, because there's still a little murkiness in the forecast in the extended range. We're going to keep an eye on things, of course, keep you abreast of any changes. But in the meantime, be prepared. Keep the umbrellas nearby, especially as we head towards Thursday and Friday. A few showers and storms this weekend. Very warm Monday and Tuesday before another round of rain and storms rolls in here by the midpoint.
All right, that does it for the Action News 5 Digital Desk on this Wednesday. We're back bright and early tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.